Okay, so I just wanted to bring forth this something that I kept getting. So I just sat with it for a couple minutes, and it is Wednesday, January 3rd, 7:59 a.m. So I keep getting this connection with the lion and the rose, and then like literally in 3D, in my 3D life, there's soul family connect. Okay, the lion and the rose connection. So it just came in pretty quickly. So I just wanted to share it because it's just been on my mind. Because I just asked God, I'm like, what is the connection with the lion and the rose? And then he just went, beep, 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 beep. So the lion, the Lyran, the feminine, the feline, the fae, okay? More right brain, okay, because they're the terraformers, okay, big, loud, okay, the lungs, the undulating, the two, the divine feminine, okay. She's the ushering, the flow, okay, the one that guides the masculine, okay. He's the center, the shaft, the one, the singularity. She's the two, the funnel, the sides, the governing force, the training wheels, okay. And he's the two wheels that are in a line, right? And she's ushering him, guiding him, propelling him along. Okay, she's the movement, the flow. That's the feminine part, is the flow. And he's the light, the information, the electricity, okay, that code, those codes, the information, okay, for your genes, genetics, all everything. So Leo, okay, represented by the sun card in the tarot, okay, that light of God, they really harness that in a big way because they're so connected with the divine feminine, okay. That's how they can anchor so much of God's light and bring it into form. Okay, so in information, it's just light. But when they bring it into form, it's roses and beautiful crystals and mountains and, okay, all this stuff. Beautiful birds and everything, right? Everything, all the natural world. No parasitic, no blood suckers, flesh eaters. That's all a program that's been implanted in. That's all. No. We don't impose on the will of others, even animals, okay? Because when we're one, we look at things from all angles, even the perspective of the animal, the tree, all of it. All that. So, the lion, okay, the heart of God, the sun card, okay, lion, heart, sun, that heart that pumps the blood, okay, that's also her, that's the flow, right? He's like the blood, okay, but she's the thing that dams it, like stops it, flows, okay, she's the flow of it. So, the Shekinah, the Sophia, the feminine part of it, the right brain. And everything's masculine and feminine in almost every language. Unless you go, I don't know, maybe, I haven't really researched it, but maybe Japanese is like, I would think probably the closest to the most ancient language is more like O, A, Ka, U, T, O, like those kind of more Polynesian, Japanese. That's just the feeling that I get as far as like, and it sounds kind of like galactic, whatever, you know what I mean? So I don't know, it just makes sense. It has a resonance that is, and simplicity that, when I was trying to think of, I was just asking God, what's the closest language to the most ancient? Because Hebrew, yeah, but it's, it's got, there's, before that even, so, yeah. Anyway, we don't want to get off on a linguistics tangent and stuff because I could get. But what I was trying to say with most languages, like Spanish, everything is solar, masculine, or lunar, feminine. Like la, luna, el, sol. El is masculine, la is feminine. El, electric, Elohim. Okay, the masculine. Okay, now, but when it's in form, when the image has been reflected now onto the earth, now it's la, like land. Okay, your leg. So when those two come together, that like a capital L, the upright singularity is him, and she anchors him, and it's kind of like an upside down T, that, you know, however you want to look at it, but she's the east to west. Okay, that's why it's the serpent, all that stuff. Okay, so anyway, the lion, the heart of God, the Leo. Okay, they are that big feminine energy, huge lungs right there. Roar can be heard from, I forget what the animal medicine card said, but like, okay, you can hear a lion's roar very, okay. Especially if there's not any obstruction, like forest, whatever in the way, but like if they roared from the edge of a cliff or so, you would hear that. Okay. I could barely yell across a football field and have someone like actually understand. Okay, so this is why they're the terraformers. They're the one of the I wouldn't say the most ancient. That'd probably be the more simple reptilian, and we give the reptilians a bit. There's things about like we have a reptilian brain. That's our motherly, the reptile, the snake, the serpent. They're very. That's why they're associated with the divine feminine and wisdom. They're very protective. Okay. They're very nurturing, loving, and protective of their young. They're very protective. Okay, that's why a lot of times, I think it's the something, I forget the name of it. Into the Wild. No, that's the movie. Wild something. Anyway, the tarot deck. It's like you see a lot when it's like that motherly instinct. Okay, is represented by the serpent wrapped around the eggs, like really coddling, protecting. Okay, so coveting, not in it, you know, just like a mother covets, protects with her wings. Okay, the winged serpent, the dragon. Okay, the ley lines that right tuned into the magnetic, the blood, the fire, the fiery feminine, the fae, okay, Fe, iron rich, the blood. Okay, everything in form and flow is feminine. The masculine is the electric light of the sun. Okay, and now the feminine uses all the elements to bring those electric light codes into form. And because the Lyrans are the feline, the feminine, big power, big feminine energy, the huge lungs for manifesting, because, you know, it all comes from purity, the purest of intention, the highest vibration. Those two go hand in hand. You can't be of the highest vibration and not be pure. You can't be pure and not be a high vibration. They go hand in hand. And, you know, tapping into the divine feminine. Okay, communication, respect for, understanding. We all come from the cosmic womb. Masculine and feminine comes from the oneness, which is the womb. One. Okay, it's both masculine and feminine, but it splits into two. That's why she's two. Okay, like labia, lips, the curtains, everything. Okay, whatever. We don't need to get all like technical. I don't know, but okay. When it opens to two, she's the two sides. The side, the funnel, okay, and he comes out, the electric. But his whole movement, okay, is guided by her. Just like between the synapse, okay, that electric jolt. He's just the electricity, I wouldn't say just, he's all information, every code, all the information embodied in that electricity, in those light codes. And she's responsible for opening it up, and letting it out when it needs to come out, moving it at the rate it needs to be moved at and where it needs to go, and then receiving it, okay? Just like the eye, the womb, okay? We'll go into some diagrams, but I just want to talk about the Lyrans and how the connection with the rose. Now, the rose, very ancient flower, and it represents purity because it's of the highest vibration. And that's how we manifest things into form, through the purest of intention and the highest vibration. And really being anchoring with that divine feminine, the two energy, the wings, the lungs, the undulating of, okay, so mothers having the Lyrans having so much of that divine feminine power, they can really bring things into form. See what I'm saying? Because they have so much of that feminine energy, they're really big builders, terraformers, okay? And just those lungs, the power of the, okay, so a lot of feminine energy. Feline, Fe, iron on the periodic chart, okay? Fe, ferrous, the ferrous rich, okay. Ferrous rich rock, or it's very iron dense rock, okay? Like, just like your blood, just like, because we're magnetic. That flow, the magnet flows the blood and everything, okay? So Dam is blood, Adam is man, okay? The container of the blood. When the blood is contained, then the vessel. And then we have Adama, which is the earth. I believe I have that right. Dam, like blood, okay? Dam, if you think of a dam, the flow, blocking or releasing of the open flow, or the blocking of the flow, dam. So Dam is the blood. Adam is the container in which the blood circulates, and then Adama is the earth, or mother, the guiding force, okay? So roses, the flower essence itself, is, I believe, the highest vibration. I don't have the hertz. You can look it up if you're so inclined to, But that's why rose essential oil, even if people do, I don't like the scent of roses, well, maybe because you need to raise your vibration. Roses are very much associated with religion and the red rose and everything because of that, where it's just the ancient, purity, high vibration, very connected all the way back to the ancient terraformers with Lyrans, and that's why it's, a very biblical flower. Okay, and then its association with the lion is because of that. It's a very ancient flower. It's the highest vibration. 382 hertz, whatever it is, something hertz, 300 and something hertz, I believe, or whatever. So the rose essential oil, the essence, the Uturi, okay? Because Utu is sun, okay? Uturi, the rotation, the rosette, okay? Bringing it into form. That's why the rosette, the symbol of the rosette, represents the sun, and it's associated with the lion. So that's why the rose and the lion are very much associated, because they anchor that sun into form, and it looks like different things. One mainly being the rose, okay? And the essence of the Utu, the sun, Utu, the essence of the Utu is the Uturi, okay? And the Ri is the rotation, the vortex, the movement, okay? So that's what the Lyrans, Lyra, rotate, Ri, okay? So, and then reanimate, regenerate, resurrection, the okay? Remember, this is a rotation, this is a cycle, this is a vortex, this is creation. So, okay, now they're, okay, there we go. I was gonna say, don't be messing with my computer like they did, yeah, right at the end of my silent reading. See how they zapped that a couple times, and I noticed that this, yeah, they made the sound go out, but it's like, ah, how's the silent reading anyway? So yeah, anyway, so. Yeah, especially when it's it's like just a whole blanket across the sky, and you can hear the planes and stuff, but you can't see them. Anyway, so anyway, yeah, they were lots of planes. There's just spraying, so there's lots of planes and lots of, yeah, just blanket sky. They got it pretty all just solid last night, and then it's solid today. Wanted to get out and go do errands and stuff. I got to, but I gotta deal with that, so I gotta come back and detox and change my clothes and take another shower and all that stuff. So anyway, lions, the Lyrans, the terraformers, the rose, okay, is bringing the light codes of the sun into form, and the rose is of the highest vibration. The Uturi is the essence of the Utu, which is the sun. Okay, so essential oils, these are very magical, very important. They hold certain codes, certain vibrational codes, okay, that activate, restore, heal, bring things into alignment, connection. So it helps you to remember. Okay, so they are activators. So it's essential oils are very important, okay? Yeah, so I implore you to just, you know, if you've never done it before, next time you're in they have them like at lots of grocery stores, health food stores, drug stores, you know, just sniff a couple and see what you like. If you can get some rose essential oil, I don't have any of that. It's a bit expensive, but now that I have a little bit more money, I definitely need to. I do have some rose absolute little bottle of, like, little $4 bottle, little, but it's good French perfume. It was rose, but you want the real, just like no alcohol, no nothing in there, pure rose essential oil, and just the smallest little bottle you can get, even if it's like $20, still all you need to do is just open it, take a whiff, and just like before you need to go out into the 3D matrix world to go just get high off of God, okay? And just bring yourself into that. That's why aromatherapy, it is therapy. Aromatherapy, the Uturi, okay, this is why God gave it to me, because the sense is, you know, we don't realize how much our smell is related to memories of when you're a child, or past lives even. You're like, I know that smell, even though like when you're a kid, you're like, this is so familiar, even though you've never heard you're like, you keep asking your parents, what's this called, you know, you've ever had those experiences, because it's from past lifetimes, and this lifetime when you were a child, and then you might not even experienced it, but it's shared in your blood, so it's in your DNA, it's encoded in you, and so the experience is within you, okay? So it does resonate with you, because it's encoded in your ancestry, your bloodline. So yeah, I hope I explained that well enough. I didn't want to make too long of a video. That's 13. Okay, that's perfect. So that's the divine feminine. Feminine. I love you guys. Peace, blessings.